Hey guys, it's not Spectral Robin 19 anymore. It's Gear Productions now. Gear Productions. So basically, the goal of Gear Productions is to give my opinion on any announcement that comes out, anything that I think is interesting in the gaming industry. I will, when I mean by Gear Productions will represent how each gear of the industry, if you see what I'm getting, no pun intended, is is affected in the industry. For example, um, let's say there's a really bad feature of a console, right? Well, if that console has that bad feature, that will affect the gaming industry by having most of our player base shooters go to Xbox One or to another console, a competitor, if I must say. So yeah, basically that's what it is. Gear Productions is like a cause and effect type of channel where like we look at the cause and effects of everything. So on top of that, right now I am looking at something. Uh, I don't know if I should call it exciting or not, but when I first saw it, I was excited, and then when the rumors came up afterwards, I was a bit disappointed, and I'll have my opinions to say about that right now. So I'm gonna flip the phone around, and you're gonna see this right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you see. That is the Nintendo Switch announcement trailer. Now, I hope I don't get flagged by Nintendo just for that. I wasn't even playing the video. It's just their page. But basically, the Nintendo Switch is supposed to be a portable console hybrid where the console itself is inside the tablet. The docking base is not supposed to give it more computing power. It is only supposed to be acting as a charger and a bridge, if I must say, to the handheld and the TV. In the trailer, you can see a ton of accessories being used, car accessories, pro controller accessories. You could also see that the tablet also works with the controls being detached on each side, and also for like local multiplayer games like Mario Kart 8 or NBA to I think it's NBA 2K12, or no, not 2K12, 2K17. You could just hand one side of the controller to one player and the other side of the controller for yourself, and you can play simultaneously in that very same game on the tablet. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a great idea. I love this. When I first saw it, I was so excited. And I don't know, I almost shit in my pants, man. Just seeing that, I was like, man, that looks good. But after after I heard some official announcements from Nintendo, I was very disappointed to hear that Skyrim and the 2K17 game that we saw in the announcement trailer is not confirmed for the console. Reason why I'm disappointed is because I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, why should you be disappointed? It's just an announcement trailer. It doesn't mean that the game is going to come out. True, but it's still good as a chance that it's going to come out." I'm not saying I don't want it to come out. I want it to come out. That is what Nintendo's trying to do. They're trying to bridge the gap from first party games to third party games. They want this console to be accessible to everyone, from kids and young ages, from adults to older ages. It's a great concept. It's a great idea. But if they don't get the support of the third party uh, developers, then how is this going to be any better than the Wii U? To be honest, the Wii U, reason for why I didn't pick it up was because most of it was targeted to kids, uh, Skylanders. There wasn't really any third party support. Like in the beginning, they said they were going to have third party support, but as the console came out and as the years went by, that support started dying a lot, and the Wii U failed mostly because of its fails in advertisement. I remember that very same year when the Wii U came out, I was confused as hell. I was like, what is this? An add-on to the Wii? Is this like an extra controller? I had no idea what it was until I figured out that that was the console itself. And it was a great idea to have something like that that you can go around the house with, but it wasn't completely portable. You were tied to the Wii U console itself. You couldn't go outside of your house. You couldn't go to the park while playing the same game, you know? You had to be inside the same house and near the Wii U system. So the Nintendo Switch, I believe will be the improvement of the Wii U, definitely. This was what the Wii U was supposed to be in the first place. But it's looking kind of skeptical right now, considering that the third party games that were in the announcement trailer were not confirmed yet. And also, my main concern too is the I don't know, the ergonomics of the controller. It looks very, very tiny when you use it for local multiplayer. And on all honesty, on the go, I wouldn't want to hold a controller like that. I'd rather hold a Pro controller. Now, also, it does depend how much the pricing is for all these accessories, you know. If the Pro controller is like $60, just like a PS4 Xbox One controller, I might have some second thoughts about just grabbing that controller, depending on what games there are for the console. You know, you just can't really grab such an expensive controller when you are not dealing with the same type of hardware that you would deal with a PS4 or an Xbox One. It's not the same type of hardware. The rumors say that by the least it'll be a 720p screen, and that's without even knowing the frames or if it's a OLED or an LED screen. Even if it's like an LCD screen, we don't know. And the good news is there's a ton of developers on the list, which is more than last year. Not last year, more than last time that we saw a Nintendo product in the E3 conferences, which was the Wii U. Just give me a second. Developer list for Nintendo Switch. Let's see. Believe it. Here it is. Let me do a full image of this so that you guys can see it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and as you see there, that's the full list of developers. We have 505 Games, Activision. We also have Bandai. I always forget how to pronounce this. I always say Bethesda, but it's Bethesda. Capcom, EA. You also have Square Enix, Konami, Sega, Ubisoft, TT Games. We have THQ coming back, Cryware, Epic Games. All these, look, I'm going to point out the big ones, okay? Activision is a big one, Call of Duty right here. EA, we have Dead Space, FIFA, all the sports games right here. THQ was a long-running game developer for Nintendo products such as the Nintendo DS and the 3DS. Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Epic Games, Infinity Blade for Apple products, and Gears of War franchise. Dena, I'm not so sure about Dena. Unity, I know they have a couple of games on PC, and Havoc, I've seen that around too. Capcom, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and other Japanese games. I always forget how to pronounce this. Bethesda, Fallout franchise, and I know there's one more, Skyrim, and what else? Elder Scrolls. Konami. That one has the yes. That one has the Metal Gear Solid. Sega is like Sonic and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's a pretty long list of developers right there. Some of them I honestly don't know, but one of the biggest ones that come out, make some first person shooters. And looking at the triggers that the Nintendo Switch has, I mean, it'll be able to play first person shooters. You have all the buttons that a regular PS4 controller or a regular Xbox One controller would have. Just like I said from a while ago, just the ergonomics of that controller is what's most important to me. I'm afraid that I will not be comfortable playing a Call of Duty on that, shooting someone on that, throwing a grenade. Also, precision and accuracy. On a PS4, you can put control freaks on your thumbsticks. What about the Nintendo Switch? Can you put control freaks? And obviously, to the the PC gamers, I don't think they'll want to go for this. Like they have ultimate precision with their mouses, so why would they want to go for anything like this? So Nintendo really needs to step up their game with their advertising. Hang on, let me check the date. The global presentation is going to be January 12th of next year. They really need to step it up. They really need to show some improvement and show that they got what it takes to be the top, Because it's been a while since Nintendo has been in the top. They've been in the lower end. And I hope this is a good product. I will be saving money up for this product in which case it is good. If it's not good, well, I'm sorry, Nintendo, but this was your chance. A lot of people are liking this concept. This is a great concept, a great idea. Honestly, it's like the idea itself is genius. How you present it and how people get their first impression from the idea being a reality, that's a different thing. There might be some drawbacks. Maybe you get that 720p, right? But you can't get that 60 frames. Ergonomics, maybe the ergonomics is not good. Storage capacity is very low. The games are short. You can't make them console quality. Well, we'll just have to see about that, So what I recommend is that Nintendo step up their game and they bring it up so that we have higher expectations for them in the future, and so that we can praise them for being one of the top. Alright, well, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in the next video.